Good evening, Canadians. Haver Upley here with another big picture. In the spring of 2005, the government of Canada was hours from collapse. A minority Liberal administration under Prime Minister Paul Martin had lost the confidence of Parliament. A non-confidence vote was days away. The opposition was united. The math was clear. In the galleries and corridors of Wellington Street in Ottawa, reporters sharpened their pencils and prepared to write the story of a government's end. And then a Conservative MP crossed the floor. Prominent, well-known. She had campaigned against the Liberals, had spoken of their failures with conviction, had knocked on doors in her riding on a promise of change. On the morning of May 17th, she walked into the Prime Minister's office. By afternoon, she held a cabinet position in the very government she had been elected to oppose. The confidence vote passed by a single seat. The government survived. This was not the first time in the long history of this great dominion that a politician changed sides at a critical moment. Canadian parliamentary history is lined with crossings, some principled, some mysterious, and some that smell. The floor of the House of Commons has always been a long walk for some, and a very short one for others. Before I move on, I'd like to take a moment to thank all of those who have supported these broadcasts with a corporate sponsorship, delivery of a birthday message, or just some supportive words for their fellow Canadians. We could all use a lot more of this. Please visit haverupley.com to support the channel and hear your own shout-out. And stand by now, because this is where the story turns. The Conservative leader who stood up in the House of Commons and called that 2005 crossing a betrayal of her constituents was a Calgary MP named Stephen Harper, leader of the opposition. He said voters deserve better than a politician who switches sides to save a government from accountability. He was not wrong. He was, as it turns out, simply describing a pattern that would outlast him and every government that followed. Her name was Belinda Stronach, and 20 years later, 5 politicians have made the same walk across the same aisle. Chris D'Entremont, Michael Ma, Matt Genereux of Alberta, who received a special advisor appointment for his trouble, Laurie Eidlaut of Nunavut, and this morning, Marilyn Gladu of Sarnia-Lambton. All of them previously on record supporting their constituents and opposing the government they just joined, and now Mark Carney now sits one seat from a majority government. The by-elections are in 5 days. In this fair dominion, we have always believed the ballot is the only honest transaction in public life. When the ballot is bypassed, when the seat won on one promise is traded for another, something is lost that does not easily return. The voters of Sarnia-Lambton sent Marilyn Gladu to Ottawa. They did not send her across the aisle. And not only did they not ask to be part of this transaction, they most likely won't benefit from it either. And now you see the big picture here. Haver Upley signing out.